Timber, you're the only one that's lucky.
Okay.
People are going to think I'm a redheaded, mustached Chad, though. That's
Why am I getting feedback?
Are you listening to your own stream?
Oh yeah. I forgot I opened my fucking stream.
it happens to the best of us.
I'm just going to disable Google Chrome's audio.
Boom.
Sorry about that if you already are watching the stream. If you are not, well,
That's so sad.
Rip.
The artificer does not like you if you're not already watching the stream.
So fucking dumb.
I mean, we got 3 people that look like they're meeting Jesus with their backgrounds.
Yeah.
and it's not Corey. By the way, I don't know how to say your name properly, so I'm gonna call you Corey because I can't pronounce it.
It's close enough.
Okay. Yeah. Kaori. Yeah.
It's Kaori? Okay.
Kaori, yeah.
Okay, so
mine's probably a lot easier to say.
Okay, so we are I'm going to start now, and I can see that there are already some people watching. So hey, this is a new D&D stream on Twitch. I'm the dungeon master for the campaign. My name is Yo, and I'm going to give the word to our lovely players for them to introduce themselves and their characters. Who wants to start? I would say Odell, since he's the one that's up on the left.
Yeah, I guess that would be fair. I'm Odell. My character is Baron Blight. I'm playing the artificer of the party, and be prepared for a good time.
Do I jump in now?
Yeah.
Begrudgingly. I'm Suya. I'm playing Bimp, Bimp McKellishan. A long name, goes by Bimp. She's a little dwarf lady. She's the barbarian of the group. She's having a good time.
Also the most flirtatious out of all of us.
Accidentally.
Excuse me.
Yeah, hold on.
Horny voice. Next up.
I'm Kaori. I'm playing Kaide, a Tiefling Warlock. And yeah, that's it.
Now for Tim.
Hey, I'm Tim. I'm going to be playing. Oh, you go.
He's only joining through voice chat. He can't be here on video, at least for a few times.
Yeah, we'll see in the future. Keep people in suspense about a face reveal. Yeah.
Okay.
But hey, I'm Tim, and I'm playing Dimma. Name's Dimma. I'm a divination wizard. Tiefling too.
Our Dragonborn fighter won't be here tonight or next Saturday. He's in Japan. His name is Rogar. And he's a great guy to have around in the party.
Yeah.
So with that out of the way, I guess we can start the first episode of Barrel of Bards.
Woo!
Of course, you went with the name I chose. That's lovely.
I mean, the name is catchy. You can't.
It is great.
The name is the name's great.
Bob.
As soon as we get a bard, we'll be set.
Yeah, we don't even have one.
Yeah, we
get-
don't have a single bard.
we get a big audience, so we can invite Sam Regal Scanlon to the party. Anyways, starting out. Last session, we are in the midst of a campaign. Last session, you when you came back to Lacrum, the city of Lacrum in the continent of Raria, to a wounded Bimp after the encounter of the ghost lady at the palace. You also went to talk to the priest, who is since then I forgot the name, but we have it all here. And his name is
Heinrich, I think.
yeah, it was Father Heinrich. For some reason, I wasn't finding the damn name in the info and NPCs channel. But you went to talk to Father Heinrich, who gave you the name of the mayor of the city of Lacrum, so you could go and speak to him about the attacks. Yeah, this might happen sometime. This
Yeah.
this might happen sometimes. We had some I had some problems with my internet, but it's fine now for some for a bit. I hope. I think the problem is more Discord than anything, because my internet didn't, because the stream didn't go down.
Oh, yeah. In that case, we
this-
might need to look in Zoom.
Yeah,
not. I wouldn't recommend Zoom, but
Microsoft
probably one of
Teams?
the other.
Microsoft
Probably
Teams? Okay.
either that or Google. Either that or Google Groups. One of the two.
Yeah,
It's pretty
on our
easy.
when we go to break, I'm going to change the client to Zoom,
Yeah.
to one of those.
Okay.
Because
that's
Zoom crashes a lot too. I can remember that Zoom crashes a lot too with
fair.
with me.
Yeah, Zoom. Yeah, Zoom is not the best for that. I don't know why schools all of a sudden started using Zoom.
Anyways, restarting. You were headed to the mayor of the city of Lacrum. You have his address. Do you want to go now, or do you want to maybe wait some time before you go?
What time of the day is it currently?
It would be past midday, like 1 p.m. or maybe 2 p.m.
I'm presuming the most of us are in the tavern currently.
You just left the Church of the
priest.
Platinum Dragon.
Okay, yeah. Okay. No, they left it. I was still at the tavern because of last time I was here. I had to go for immediate emergency outside of D&D.
Yeah.
So I think still at the bar. Well, the tavern. I think I would go out and seek my newly found friends. I'd call them that. Uh, especially after the encounter of last time. Uh, uh, so I will head on out, probably just readjusting some clothing and making sure my weapons are secured to my carapace, if you will.
Sure thing.
And
Yeah.
we're all just walking down the street, and they're like, "Hey, doesn't that look like Baron?"
You actually find them walking down the street. Rogar with them. And although Rogar says, "I have a thing. I can go with you. I will catch you up once you are in Latiano. I have to go do a thing."
Baron, yeah, Baron will just give him a cordial bow and turn back to the rest of the group. So, how's everyone today?
We're good. We were just thinking about if we wanted to go to the mayor or not. Seems to be a name dropped by the father.
I think that would be proper, so I guess we should head that way, no?
You start heading down the street towards the mayor's house. His house is basically the biggest house in the city. I mean, it's not properly a building, one that stores tons of apartments, but it's like a mansion, which is about 2 or 3 times the size of the tavern.
This is where all the times money's going.
Baron will just look down at you, Bimp, and just go, well, he is the mayor, so yes, most likely.
Yeah, but I mean, how much space does one guy really need?
You'd be quite surprised. If you remember me telling you I used to own a library. A lot of people like a lot of space.
Oh, see, I'm
The-
very small. I don't
the-
need much space.
the more
Uh,
the closer you get, you can Baron, since you were the owner of a library and the owner of a ton of land, and you were basically loaded. um I can
it was
I
given
can
to
tell
me by my glorious god.
I can tell you that you can recognize 2 giant marble pillars atop of the staircase that hold a giant porch, and then like a balcony, and then a balcony over that porch.
So we're talking classical White House style with the big, the giant kind of archway, or if you've ever played Rainbow Six Siege, like that little balcony on bank.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like that's what I'm imagining in my head.
Yeah.
So Baron will probably just look up and go, well, I definitely didn't need that much money, but that's besides the point.
I, for one, am happy that the mayor has money. The more money mayor has, the more public events, more shows he'll put on. And when there's a show,
Baron just looks down and goes, or the more consorts he could hire.
they're both in my wheelhouse.
Baron just goes puts his hand up to his face and he's stifling a very mediocre laugh at this moment.
I'm just gonna turn to Katie while they're having this conversation and be like, I think that looks tacky.
Yeah.
Baron will kind of like take notice of this and go, "Look who's talking."
I entered a blind rage. No joke.
I would like to rage.
Cold,
Yeah,
just out of nowhere, cold rage hits me upside the head. If she can even manage to jump that high.
No, nowhere. I don't have the camera, but I had air quotes there.
Okay.
Mind you, I think I should probably point this out to the stream if there is people there. My character's 7'5". Bimp, you're like what? 3
4
foot?
foot 1.
4'1". Not even all the way up to my waist. Perfect height, in my opinion, but.
God damn.
I'm not even going near that. As you walk atop the staircase, and you prepare to knock on the front door, someone sees you on the window, and they open the window wide, and someone speaks. I'm sorry. What do you desire?
Baron will kind of speak up for the rest of the group and goes, we would like to talk to the mayor if possible.
What's the matter?
It's more of a personal matter, and I believe, and he kind of looks towards the group to see if.
Personal matter. Personal matter. No. In fact, it's about the attacks on the Church of Bahamut.
Baron goes, personal matter.
Baron, you can't say things like that.
I'm gonna speak with him. He shuts the windows, shuts the drapes, and just start. And you listen to some one of those wooden shoes. Those wooden shoes walking upstairs. Tuk, 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 tuk. Then down the stairs. Tuk, 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 tuk.
All I'm imagining in my head is just.
And then the door opens, and in front of you is a man. Only thing that for anyone that's beyond Bimp's height, this guy is like way too small, and even for Bimp, the guy is small.
Yes!
Bimp's
Picks him
personal
up.
achievement. Baron will just kind of look down, look at Bimp, and go, "Well, that's a new personal achievement for you, ain't it?"
Yes! I'm gonna very excitedly shake this guy's hand. Hello!
Hello?
Baron's Baron's very concerned because he's now having to do this. So instead of doing like this kind of eyeshadow, he's like.
It's basically Yao Ming looking at Nate Robinson.
Or, Kevin Hart, one of the two.
He says, Mayor Swim is ready to talk to you.
Mayor-
Baron. Yeah.
Thank you.
Baron will, I guess, kind of. Since the door's open, he'll make sure the door stays open, especially for the guy who's just now kind of introduced himself. He'll make sure they get inside, close the door, and he'll kind of hand the poor lad probably like a silver or two. Actually, he doesn't have silver. He'll hand him a straight up gold.
He looks at the gold. Sir, I am the mayor's personal secretary. I thank you, but I don't really need this.
Baron just goes, "Trust me, you'll probably need it in the future. I know I will." And he walks away.
Just behind Baron, I'm gonna turn to this person and be like, "Don't listen to him," and I'm gonna drop them a copper, a single copper, no gold, 1 copper,
He puts both.
and I'm gonna give them a big wink.
He puts both in his pocket and says, "Thank you."
And I'll march on
There-
in.
Dimmer,
Baron's
understanding
already-
that he's salaried, does not give a tip.
Yeah, Baron's already all the way up the stairs at this moment. Bimp is probably like a mile behind him because of how short she is.
Climbing up the stairs.
Yeah, there's monkey climbing up the stairs.
The stairs that you are walking on are full marble.
Huh. Baron's making sure not to scuff his shoes on the marble then.
As soon and you see the office door open. The office door is already open. So basically, all you have to do is walk in and talk to the mayor.
Baron will probably just walk in, kind of wait for the rest of the party to either be seated or stand, whatever is available. Baron's not going to take a seat. He's too tall for that, probably.
So basically, what you see once you enter the door is many expensive stuff. What catches your eye are every wood that's there. It's either ebony or mahogany.
I'm presuming because this is the mayor, he does have his own personal collection of literature.
Yeah. There are two. I would say. A library. There are two library. I only know the Portuguese word. I'm trying to find out the English word.
Are you trying to say bookshelf?
Yeah, bookshelf. Two very big bookshelves. Behind them, in mahogany, and he looks at you and says, "Morning."
Baron just politely kind of does a bow again and he goes, "Good evening." And he kind of waits for the rest of the party, and as they all kind of trickle in, he's just viewing the literature that's on each of the bookshelves, kind of trying to see if he recognizes any books that he would have read.
Roll me investigation.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Dimmer gives a very theatrical bow as he, as a greeting. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Let me roll it in the roll tab if we have one. Yes, we do. Let me make sure. Let me make sure my character's in it.
He looks at you. It's a pleasure to meet you all in these not certainly in the circumstances, but the people that took care of the terrorist problem up in the Church of the Platinum Dragon are always welcome to my office.
Baron just kind of looks around like, that's not me.
What did you get on your investigation roll?
I'm having to roll it now. Okay, let's see what I roll. 7. Solid 7.
You know one or two books there. And there is one about basic accounting, and the other one is some cheesy romance from 50 years ago that you heard about in the library.
Baron probably would have read it. He's old enough to probably have read a lot of them. I think Baron's face would go from like being his casual and stern kind of thin-lipped expression to kind of like a small smirk appearing on his face, just his sharp teeth kind of being exposed on one side.
Um.
Yeah,
So,
it is certainly our honor. Could we talk to you about that attack that we mentioned?
of course. What do you need to talk about from that attack?
This attack was premeditated, something that was done in synchronization, I would say. Something that I think would not be a first time thing. We were
Well,
wondering
Baron
if
will-
you've heard it before. Maybe if you've seen anything around.
Baron will kind of go. The information I gathered and what I think my friend's trying. If this was a staged attack by followers of Bahamut.
The followers of the
Followers
not-
of Tiamat.
Not followers of Tiamat. Let me correct myself there. Not Bahamut. Who would destroy?
Bahamut destroying Bahamut. Got him.
Yeah, yeah. That's a
That's a new one.
clear distinction. Yeah, that's a new one. All right.
Um. Well, surely it could be a persistent problem since the cult of Tiamat was not extinguished when we should have. That may be a problem in the future, but I'm sure that they will now be more measured in their acts before they attack uh, some other temples.
Can you
But
be
I-
so sure?
You go. Sorry, I was. Yeah.
Yeah, just Baron immediately just goes, "How can you be so sure?"
It's not every day that we have attacks from the cult of Tiamat. So if they are planning to do a full-on terrorist cause, it will be a few months before the next step on the ladder, which would be maybe one of the bigger cities of this country.
But good sir, should we not wait a couple of months? Or we should not wait a couple of months. Instead, I say we execute an attack now. Try to find them. It'd be a shame if another terrorist attack would happen and we could have prevented it.
Baron will go. I agree with my small friend. I think it would be very beneficial if we were to smite them down when they're weakened.
I mean, you could always go speak to the Royal Guard captains up in Latiano. I know that the anti-terrorism captain is Captain what was his name? Michaelishin.
You know, funny
It
enough.
seems like you know this, dear Captain Bimp.
Funnily enough, I do have some. Maybe we should go and speak to him. Maybe I didn't realize he became a captain, but I just figured he was a guard. I didn't realize he got a promotion. But that would be my big bro, you know?
That's your
My
brother.
big brother. My big brother. He's all very different than me. He's more put together that way.
So I'm presuming you've kind of like said this in character at this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baron will go. Well, if you certainly know him, I think it would definitely be in our best interest to go and talk to the head of anti-terrorism. That sounds Like all kind
he
of
did
ball
also
game.
did also send me a very dramatic letter, I want to say, a while ago that I kind of wanted to ignore, but also, yeah.
So you've been putting off talking to your brother. How long now?
Just a few days.
It has not been too long, if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
Also,
Okay.
we should talk to this good captain with a strong family lineage, as I see. But
Or short, whatever ones you would like to prefer it as.
they're dwarves. They, yeah,
I'm only
they are literally.
jesting.
I'll fight you, bitch.
I only
Anyways,
jest, dear Bimp, and he kind of reaches down and just pats her head gently.
and the Baron goes for the endearing play. Anyways, what I was about to
Baron
ask is once we see this man, this could be a good thing. But just in case, we've also heard of a grand wizard that could possibly help us if we've gotten a correct referral. Could we trust you to give us that referral?
The Grand Wizard,
Don't
the
think-
Grand Wizard of Lacram. Yeah, yeah, sure, but I would say that you all need to prove yourselves before you can talk to him, because all Grand Wizards of all cities need to prove their value per se.
And just for clarification, who would we prove our value to? The wizard himself or the referral?
A quick word of mouth surely would help. So basically, if you have some sort of proof of valor, the Grand Wizard will end up take will end up hearing about it.
I see. And by any chance, would the attack, the stop of the terrorist attack, count as such act of valor?
It could count, but I think it's just the first thing that the Grand Wizard would know about you. If he sees you fit to perform any other tasks, he could give you, he could talk to you, he could send you a letter. Usually, the Grand Wizard does not accept meetings. He sends you a letter, contacts you, so you can meet him.
I see. Well, thank you for this information. I'm not used to talking to a grand wizard. And please, remember my name if you need to host an event, something to spice up the commentary.
Surely. I think I've given you all I can give you about the attack. Maybe the next thing I would say is for you to talk to some of the people in Latiano that know the ro- the royal guards and everything.
I see. Thank you for giving us direction. Fellow members of the party, is there anything else we wish to ask?
Baron doesn't say, I don't have a question, but he points towards the the romance book he spotted earlier, and he goes, I do know where you can find another one of those. And he looks towards the mayor.
He looks a little bit a little bit embarrassed about it. Well, I do love my romances, but where did
Baron just goes, I used to be a librarian, trust me. Find another book of those very quickly.
um okay, so if you could tell me where to find them, it would be helpful.
Baron goes, of course, and he will he'll take out his scribe's pen that he has, and he'll take out find a piece of paper if there's one available, and he'll write some directions on towards the library that Baron used to inhabit. Which,
Um,
by the way, if I recall, is like 2 continents away.
yeah, it's Baron is from Berlin, which is a long way from here.
Yeah, it's
It's thousands of miles from here.
Must be a good ass romance novel.
yeah, you would think, right?
As you are leaving, the mayor just goes, "Holy shit!" And
yeah. Oh,
the little elfling man just goes and says, "Let me accompany you to the door," and just starts um
Okay,
just starts.
sweetie, and I'm gonna hold his hand. I'm-
What are you doing?
I have no boundary control. You're little like me. Let's go.
you're little like
Dimmer will,
me, and I like you. Let's go. Mm.
Dimmer will give one theatrical bow again before taking his leave.
Yeah, Baron will kind of take a courteous bow as well, and he will also look at the mayor and he goes, "Oh, by the way, the next book in that particular series is called, I believe it's called Daybloom Flowers. Very good read." And he leaves the room.
Um, as you walk outside of the mansion and the door is closed, you are faced with a decision. Either you head to Latiano to talk to Shin McCallishin the third,
Bim's
or
brother.
you go directly to the desert of Dohama.
Which is like miles and miles away.
Baron prefers the desert, so his first couple words are, "Wish to go to the desert."
Do you know how far the desert is?
Baron goes, pretty far if I remember correctly, but it's not probably as far as where I come from. I literally walked here.
Oh, you know, what a life you've led, my guy. I mean, I feel like there's so much I really don't know about you.
Baron just goes, well, within my 236 years of experience, it's definitely been something interesting.
Oh.
I will ask, what do you think, Pimp, that we should do next? This is your family, after all.
Since she's already trying to postpone meeting her brother, why not just make it a month's travel to meet him?
Oh, I know. I just, I, the little part of me that thinks, thinks it's smart. It's the right idea to go and speak to him. But the other part of me that does all the other stuff really is like, who needs him? At
All
the
the
same
other
time,
stuff.
and that includes not thinking. um,
I think we knew that.
um, yeah, I don't. Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to lead everybody just to go and hang out with my brother, but also I kind of want to know what he was on about in that letter he sent me.
Well, if you think it's a good idea to go see him and talk to him, I think it would be best to also talk to the captain of anti-terrorism division. That would be perfect. Since our
Although-
entire goal
You go.
is to, you know, yeah, our entire goal so far is to find and possibly kill the followers of Tiamat. So, up to you, darling.
That is true. Kaide, we also haven't heard from you.
Just listening.
That worries me.
But I think it's up to
The,
Vimp. I do think it's a good idea to see her brother, but it's her brother, so
it's a
if she
brother,
doesn't
so
want to see
we.
him,
Baron just kind of looks at Kaide and goes, as she said, I think it is a little concerning that we'd be meeting another one of the Vimp family. So,
Wait,
Concerning.
hold on a minute here. Have I been nothing but a hoot the entire time I've known you?
We've also
The only places that should be you go. The only places that should be should be worried is the taverns.
Yeah, let's go! I'm convinced.
Oh. Well, the taverns in every short mile in a 20-mile radius.
Now,
I would have
just-
to ask Kaide to roll a perception check.
Baron is like, oh, and actually, no, think about it. Any male in the next 20-mile radius. She has no filter and seems to flirt in the weirdest ways.
I don't mean it, okay?
16?
yeah.
Okay. You seem to hear in the middle of the wind. You seem to perceive something, some words that you, unlike what you saw with your flask. These words say, "Follow the lead and follow the hills near Latiano."
Follow the hills to Latiana?
Follow the hills near Latiano.
Or
Bemp, no
maybe-
Bemp, no metagaming. She's the only one who heard it.
Or maybe we could go to the desert. I don't know.
Baron just kind of just goes, okay, and he's just gonna start heading towards the desert, and he's going to now just kind of flick a little potion that he has in his hand.
No, I don't move, but I shout, Baron! No! Come here!
Baron just goes, "You yelling at me, small child?"
I turned I turned to Katie and Devin. I'm like, the nerve of this guy!
I know. Do you? Is he far enough? Are you far enough? There.
I literally would have just started walking away.
Do we trust this guy?
Wow!
Oh.
I mean,
Wow!
He just turned into Mollymock. Do we trust this guy?
Baron just sits there with a hand on his chest and he goes, "My word!"
I mean,
I imagine
You
it was
did.
asked after you were walking a
Yeah.
decent pace away.
Yeah,
'Cause that would be the wise thing.
I had just started walking away, so I'd have been like 1 foot away, maybe.
None of us have any depth perception.
Exactly. I'm like, literally just took a single step and got yelled at by a small child, and then asked if could be trusted by the tiefling. What is wrong
Which
with this
one?
party? One that doesn't sound like a goddamn Scottish.
Scott.
Said
Okay.
Scottish. I said Scottish.
Scottish. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Because if
I
you
was
said
gonna look at
Scottish,
them.
yeah.
I said Scottish.
I have counted 3 insulted out of 3 members of our party, besides you, of course.
Baron goes, Baron just looks confusedly. I am the insult.
Yes, a self-deflection.
So, where to?
Hmm.
How far is it to travel to Liano? Like, would we need like horses and stuff like that? You know, like make it a whole trip, or can we just is it just like down the road?
I would say it's 3 days worth of travel. Whilst
Baron,
um
Baron can do that travel in a single night, but
I would say 3 days worth of travel. Although and the desert, the Dohama desert, would be about 1 month worth of foot travel.
I mean, it's only like that way.
Baron just looks around. I'm going to be honest with you. This land is lost to me.
Oh, don't worry about it, mate. Same here.
Baron goes, the only thing I can remember directions to is a library aisle, and I'm not currently in a library.
Mm.
Finds himself in an erotic library.
I don't know. Scandalous being.
But so by distance, it probably would make sense to go to Bimp's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Baron looks disappointed. He just got a large on his face. I can't actually do that. I can't frown. I can't frown at all.
If it makes you feel better, Baron, we could probably find some sand on the way there.
Baron just looks at you, and then he's just gonna take Mage Hand and he's gonna flick your nose. Like, do that. Mind you, his version of Mage Hand looks like a black inky clawed hand that just.
Ah.
Yeah, in turn, it was just, a prankster. He snaps his fingers. Your socks are damp. Prestidigitation.
Oh, that's awful.
That's torture.
After like a good 10 seconds, he snaps again, and they're back dry, cleaner than ever.
Yeah, Baron very quick would look down at his feet and goes, "Not the first time I've walked in soggy socks."
First time you've done it without water around.
Baron goes, "No. Humidity in the desert's terrible."
Dimmer's sweating. Didn't think it was humidity at first.
Okay, I got the joke just now, and I hate you for it. That was terrible. He does swing that way, but seriously?
So Latiano is the
choice, yeah.
Yeah.
I would be quite concerned for dear Bimp because actually the rest of the party, because Baron can walk non-stop, but the rest of the party cannot.
Yeah, we'll get like camping supplies, you know, and we'll hitch some tents and stuff on the way.
Yeah, Baron is very.
Ombro pra ele não.
What was that I just heard in the background?
I was turning the stream back on because the page crashed and I wasn't expecting the stream to come back with sound that fast.
Ah.
I thought I heard like some. It was either going to be Arabic or Spanish that I heard. It was one of the two that I heard.
Brazilian Portuguese.
Okay. I'll be honest with you. This may sound weird, but to me, Portuguese and Arabic sound very similar.
So, going on. You need some supplies to go to Latiano. You need.
Hey, need some supplies.
Yes, food, tents. Something of that like.
Oh, shopping montage!
Oh no.
Okay, so
Pretty woman. Ta-ta-ta.
do you want? What do you want to buy first? Do you want to buy rations? Do we want to buy?
Rations are probably the best place to start.
Yeah. While they go for rations, Baron's gonna see if he can't find some kind of cart or like something that can be carried by maybe like a donkey or an ox to see how much those are.
You want to take a look at donkeys and oxes?
Donkeys, oxes, and possibly a cart to carry the rest of the party.
Okay. I would say down the road you would find what I would say it's a stable with a few.
Let's start with the rest of the party. The whole ox interaction can go off in a minute. Because the rest of them are shopping for everything else. Let me not be the singularity here.
Okay. You find yourselves in this. You eventually come across a store, and the store's name is General Emporium. Lacram's General Emporium.
Ah. A wonderful place, indeed.
Quite fancy.
Well, let us find us some rations for the road. Theoretically, it's 3 days, but to be accurately prepared, 4 days of rations is probably wise.
That is a good shout. What else do we need? Rations.
I do not own a tent, but I know that tents usually come in, they usually host 2 people at best.
Oh. So we need 2
Someone's
tents.
trying to get frisky.
We'll do.
I am already
Go
proposing
ahead.
that I sleep with Baron. You can take that as you will.
Excuse me, sir. You're trying to get in my tall ass pants?
Take it as you will.
Okay. 2 tents. Hold on, let me make a
those-
shopping list.
Yeah, you make those 2 double tents, please.
And I believe, like, at least in the DMG, the tents come for 2 people each.
Yeah, I believe so.
I remember looking at a standard tent and then a double tent. Here, let me look.
Is there a standard tent as well?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Here, let me look. Yeah, there's so there's a standard tent and then there's a 2-person tent.
Oh, maybe I only saw the 2-person tent. So I was thinking,
Yeah.
like, I was trying to get the largest amount of people.
Yeah, so the 2-person tent could be what we get. So 2-person tents,
Yeah.
and then the supplies that y'all will need. Probably, I would definitely say the rations are a good thing. Definitely get a container for some kind of water transportation just in case.
Right. A water skin is probably also very good.
Oh, I've got
Yeah,
one of
well,
them.
No, not just a water skin. Probably like a barrel, because I'll be purchasing a cart and possibly an ox, so we can transport large amounts of water.
How much
have
money
an-
do you have?
Iron pot.
I have quite a bit of money. We'll be honest with that. I have quite a bit of it. Being a librarian does pay, especially when you're a follower of Denier. So.
Okay. Look at you go.
It's completely fair.
Yeah. Like Baron's like design is he came from Denier's like biggest library that he's been running for a solid 200 years. Just so we don't have to choose, I think we should roll D4 or not even D4, D20, and the two closest numbers from each person's roll, those will be the people grouped up.
If we want to do it randomly, that's cool. Yeah. I'll also let people do dibs. I think
Yeah.
it's dibs is all right. People are close to different people.
Bimp, Bimp
Baron's got
confused for a
dibs on
minute.
Yeah, Baron's got dibs on the short person.
No, confused for a moment. It's like, oh, I dipped a tent with Rogar, and then looks around and gets really sad because Rogar isn't here. She's like, oh man.
Should I-
Baron just looks up. Baron just looks over at Kaide and goes, "Oh, there is Kaide," and he's talking to Bimp. You always forget the small tiefling.
Kaide, my home gal.
Hey.
Do you want to bunk up?
Sure. I guess so.
Which leaves me with, Baron! How could I have
Baron
possibly foreseen this?
Baron just-
Dimmer.
Yeah, Baron just looks down at Dammer and goes, "Swear to everything I believe in, Denier, if you touch my penis, you're dead."
Well then, I hope you find yourself not thrusting yourself upon me.
Baron just goes, "Denier, no." The only person I'm interested in is me, myself, and I, and Denier, the glorious Denier.
Really weird to be in a relationship with your sponsor.
Then Baron goes, "Denier also created me." Like,
He's your dad?
Baron goes, "Yes." Baron just goes, "Denier is the one who created me. I would guess you could call him my father. Created me
gosh.
solely to run his library until he found it fit for me to accompany y'all in your travels. Saw your journey as being one of righteousness and forthwilling.
Oh my
He
gosh.
wanted me to follow."
We're being sponsored by his daddy's money.
We've got daddy's
Baron?
credit card.
Baron will
Can I-
slap Dimmer. Baron's gonna fucking full force slap Dimmer.
Oh, he takes that, not going to dodge. Ah, Was
Can
that
I
rude?
insight check, Baron?
Oh.
You're going to insight check Baron?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna roll
Okay.
deception because it's not a lie. So
I mean, it just. Oh, fuck. Okay. never mind.
it's not a lie. Go ahead. I challenge you.
You can roll if you roll just roll inside. I will. If you don't even if you can roll.
You
if
don't
you
even
want,
need-
But you don't even need to roll. I'm telling you, it's real.
Yeah, even if you not one, my character is
Seems
telling
honest.
the truth.
Seems
Yeah,
honest.
like, he's honest as can fucking be. So,
Let me reiterate. Did I say something rude?
Baron looks down and at you and goes, "Don't call Dania my daddy who has money. He is a god, and I would respect that."
I see. In that case, I will respect that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a cheeky blow even for Baron, but still, the fact
His
that you
cheeky
said-
blow, quite literally.
Yeah, I mean, specifically, like Baron takes great offense for anyone who's trying to like insult him towards his creator, like,
Right.
and he took that as an offense. So
Yeah. And I hope at least Dimmer, no, if
Let's just-
Dimmer's not trying to offend anyone in this party.
let's just hope Dimmer now realizes that Baron takes a lot of pride in his creator.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, you managed to find a few tents.
Mhm.
You managed to find a few tents that are the cost for them, the cost for 2-person tents. The salesman says, yeah, it's 2 gold pieces per tent.
Oh yes, that reminds me, Baron. If you are dissatisfied with sleeping with me, there is the option of getting a lone tent by yourself. We do have to think of
Baron
Rogar
goes,
in the future. He's
Baron
away
goes-
at the moment.
Baron goes, first off, and we rephrase the sentence to sleeping next to.
Sleeping next to me in a tent.
Get you. Baron goes, sleeping next to you in a tent. Correct. Yes, get the two-person tent, the two-person tents, and then a singular tent. It's completely fine. I probably won't use it, but it's all good.
I see.
If you are trying to buy a standard tent too, it's 1 extra gold piece.
Oh, so it's 5 gold pieces altogether.
Sounds perfect. I'll pay for one of the 2-person tents.
I'll pay for the other. I'm not buying the single tent.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Who's getting fucked with the ones in the single tent?
I wonder who.
The other people are completely broke.
Why no? That's what pisses me off. Why? Why couldn't you have been more influential in your money? No, he's not going to do that. I guess I'd pay for it.
Okay. And how about rations?
Oh yeah, we all need some. So everybody needs 4.
My character just goes, I will probably end up hunting in the surrounding area, so don't get any from me.
Well, okay.
Everyone should pay for their own stuff.
The guy from the store, the salesman says, "Well, it's 5 silver for each day of rations. So if you need to, I can sell you in 50 in 1 day packages, or 15 days packages, or 30-day packages."
Baron just slaps down the 3 gold for the 4 days travel, or 4 days worth of
It's 2 gold for 4
days worth of.
days.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, I heard 3 gold for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, it's 3 gold together. It's 5 silver per 1 day.
Oh,
or 2
okay,
days.
got it. Yeah. Now I.
Bimp's internet just threw a tantrum. She'll be right back.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Mm-hmm.
Baron just goes, well, could you direct me in the area that I could purchase a cart? Or maybe an ox?
The stable down the road has both carts and horses to sell.
He goes, thank you, and he'll head that way.
If I could have a filled water skin, that would be nice.
Okay, is everyone gonna need one? Or is only this guy?
Baron just stops for a quick second. He goes, 3 water skins and then a barrel. I forgot about that.
3 water skins and a barrel. That, let me see how much it cost you.
Baron's just sitting there like, this is going to kill me.
Each water skin is 2 silver. The barrel is the barrel is 3 gold.
Baron will slap down 4 gold total. Yeah, 4 gold.
Excuse me, shopkeep. I have a water skin right here. Can you not just fill it up with water for me? Like, do I need to buy another one?
It just grabs your water skin and just fills it up free of
Okay,
charge
so-
because you don't deny a person of water.
Yeah, Baron will then just. Baron's still purchasing 3 water skins regardless, so. He'll just put that as excess that we could use as backup, just in case. Yeah, Baron is now sitting at a cool 80 GP currently.
Eventually, do you have anything else to buy?
do we need anything else?
Baron goes, maybe a rain catcher. That's about it.
A rain catcher.
Baron goes, well, you're not going to be able to immediately drink. He kind of looks at you and he goes, you're not going to be able to drink all river water. Some of it's nasty.
What? Since when?
Baron goes, since forever?
What?
Disease. Baron goes, did you not know about disease? Baron just goes,
If it's
"Never
one rain
mind."
cat, if it's one rain catcher, I can sell you one for 1 gold piece.
Baron just goes, thank you. Slaps it down. I'll add the barrel, the rain catcher, and the single tent to my inventory. Oh, and the extra water skin. Oh lord.
So besides the cart and animals to pull the cart, do you need anything else?
I don't think so.
I don't need anything from here, but I would like to post 2 letters at some point before we leave. That's I don't think we need to do it right now, but that's something I would like to do.
Okay.
Uh, so instead of the we call it. Never mind. Go ahead.
Eventually, you leave the Emporium, and I think Odal would decide that the best course of action would be to go to the stables,
Mhm.
according to what you have told me. Um,
Because everyone else won't be able to call it. So my character can sustain travel up to 24 hours without taking an exhaustion point. Everyone else wouldn't. So I think it would be best if we took a cart or something that would assist them in such a way. It would be all we would have to do is feed the cart, and I don't have that proficiency, but someone else could.
Oh, I do.
You do.
Haha!
Okay. So I would be looking for first off a cart. Uh, Not too big, probably like literally the size of the party. So being able to hold 5 people and then some storage, and then maybe depending on how big it is, 1 to 2 animals. So up to a donkey to an ox. That's what I'm looking for.
okay. You in the stables you can find some horses, a few donkeys, and two or three oxen that are inside the stables.
Okay.
You can also find a couple of carts that have not been sold yet.
Okay. Baron will first go over to the oxes. He's going to try to see if he can see if there's a fairly big, uh, don't know if it's called a bull with ox. I think it would be a male ox that he's looking for. I don't know what you call the male version of an ox.
I think it. I think an ox is still a bull. I'm not sure.
Yeah, here, let me
I
look up.
mean, it's the same species, but there's some differences. It's complicated.
It's a bull. Yeah, it's a bull. He would be looking for strong bull.
Okay. You can find one pretty easily. Uh, there's a big one in the back, just
Okay.
munching on some ration.
Um, my character would first. Let me see something. Okay. Yeah. First off, my character he's going to use one of the items that he's infused. He's going to use his perfume of bewitching.
Okay, what does that do?
It gives him advantage on all charisma checks against a
Okay.
humanoid of CR1 and lower.
Okay.
Um, he's going to go and find the owner and handler of the bull.
You see typical this typical rancher just sitting on top of a box and says, "Well, hello there.
Baron goes, "Good evening, sir. I'm interested in purchasing the bull in the back," and he points towards the one he was looking at earlier. He goes, "And if possible, a cart."
Oh, on B side. Oh, okay. I would say it's 10 gold pieces.
Baron will go, let me see if I can't persuade you here. I'm gonna roll a persuasion check on advantage to see if I can't get that at a lower cost.
You think?
Check. That would be. That is a cool 19.
I would say that the lowest I can go is 7 gold pieces.
Baron goes, "Throw in a day's worth of feed, and I'll call it even on that."
Okay. Deal.
And Baron will hand him the 7 gold.
Pleasure to do business with you.
Baron just bows and he goes, "Pleasure." Let me add in the ox real quick to my extras. So that will be technically it's a mount. Okay, let's see if I can't find it by name here. Then the cart. Okay. We will have to go back towards unless the farmer sells it. I do need tackle and block to pull the cart.
I would say it's sold with the cart and the
Okay.
and the ox.
Okay. Let me move something around. So funny fact, because technically I'm carrying the cart in my inventory. So yeah.
You just see Baron with the cart behind them.
Yeah, that's mighty impressive if I do say so myself. Aaron will place the cart, or not gonna place the cart. He's gonna place the barrel. He'll place the barrel and then the rain catcher, then the
We lost your audio there for a bit.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Baron's gonna put the barrel, the rain catcher, and the extra water skin in the cart where he can reach it in storage.
Okay. So with everyone ready to go, I think that's a great part to leave for a little break.
Yeah! Woo!
Ooh.
Travel sequence!
Yeah.
And now have to name the ox.
So, whoever's watching, we have a Patreon. It will be if Cecilia could post it on chat.
Yes.
It
Hold on, let me find it.
Let me see here. Where is my generator? There it is.
if you want to contribute, contribute to the streams, it would be very helpful. So basically, feel free to help us on Patreon or through donations, which will be available once I set everything up.
I'm naming the Ox Oracle.
So see you in 5 minutes.